G'day guys, welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be doing my official Brisbane Lions 2024 review. What a season it has been. Arguably the best and the closest season we've ever had, and the most exciting season we've ever had up to the grand final. And the reason why I say this is because it's a shit grand final. That is if you're a Lions fan, of course, like me. But anyways, I'm going to try and keep this video short as I can, preferably under 20 minutes. So I'm going to be obviously going through every game. So I'm not going to go into too much detail in these games. I'm just going to try and say just like a brief overview about them, just maybe 20 seconds per each thing. Anyways, I'm trying to keep it as short as possible. But without further ado, let's get into it. First game of the season, an opening round, Brisbane and Carlton faced off at the Gabba, where Brisbane suffered a 1-point loss to the Blues after being 40-something points up, 46 points up, I think it was, by halftime. They clawed back in that second quarter. But Brisbane just choked there. It was, especially after that grand final heartbreak. Not too long before that game, but Then in round one, Fremantle and Brisbane faced off at Optus, where Fremantle picked up a 23-point win against Brisbane, and not a good start for the season, 0-2, and it was just a good start for Fremantle. They were out of the blocks early. Well, Brisbane actually had them on the ropes in the first quarter, then they just clawed all the way back Fremantle, and they won by 23. Then in round three, Brisbane faced off Collingwood at the Gabba, where again 3 losses in a row and 2 losses in a row at the Gabba. They got the job done by 20 points, the Pies, in the end. I think it was just off the face that the players hadn't really gotten back together since the Las Vegas incident in Las Vegas. So we just also lost in that game. We played some good signs of footy, but Collingwood just got up in the end there. Then at long last, in round 4 in Gather Round, we managed to pull off a 70-point win against the North Melbourne Footy Club. We usually win against them every year, so not much of a surprise there. It was always going to come. But finally, Joe Danaher absolutely starred in that game, kicking 5 goals, and Charlie Cameron as well, kicking 3 or 4. But I can't remember. But we got our first win finally there in Adelaide. Really nervous coming into this one when we faced Melbourne at the MCG. Didn't have much confidence coming into this one, but I tipped them, I'm pretty sure, in that round 5 tipping video I did way back at the start of the year. But Brisbane got the job done by 22 points. They probably should have won by more, but they let Melbourne come back in that last quarter there. And we got the job done there. Charlie Cameron back into firing form, so that was good to see. And then at a pissing down raining Gabba the next week, we suffered a loss to Geelong. It wasn't great. It wasn't great at all. We just played a completely uninspiring footy, and Geelong were able to get the grasp on us and put us away. 4-13. What an atrocious kicking from the Brisbane Lions. Thought we were honestly going to be back into that, but I had faith coming into the next game. Till round 7, where I pretty much thought it was over, where we suffered a massive loss to GWS. We got absolutely booted in the arse by 50-something points. Can't remember what it was in the end, but it's up on screen. We played good up into a half time, but we shat the bed in the second half. I thought it was going to be completely over at that. It was just disgusting to see in that game. And a week later in round 8, we pulled the most average win over Gold Coast ever, 79 to 48, I think it was, or 43, whatever's on the screen. But a little bit of confidence coming back in after those back-to-back losses. But wasn't great win though, and also we suffered 2 ACL injuries on top of Brandon Starcevich doing the calf before the game started. Noah Answorth with concussion, Lincoln McCarthy with his ACL, and Darcy Gardner's ACL. Was absolutely shit show horror scenes for the Brisbane Lions squad in that game, but we got a win that we much really needed to give us some hope of making the finals. And the next week in round 9 in Adelaide, we drew against Adelaide. Didn't really watch much of this game because I was completely losing interest in our season, really, how loyal I am as a Lions supporter. But I only watched the last 5 minutes of it, really. I watched the first quarter, and I thought, Adelaide should just win here because Adelaide Oval and we're shit at that moment in time. So Adelaide and us drew, surprisingly. Yeah, not much really to say about that game. 2 points on the board, I guess we just move on from that. And a week later at the Gabba, a piss easy win against Richmond as they finished the wooden spoon. Injuries all over the shop for Richmond. It was pretty much just a guaranteed win from the start. Over at quarter time really, 45 to like 5 at the first quarter break. It was going to be absolutely piss easy, and so it was. We won by 119 points. And at that point, maybe a little bit of hope coming in, but it was Richmond, so I just didn't pipe up too much. So yeah, that was good to see. And a good thing I didn't get my hopes too high because we lost to Hawthorn. Again, we do it every single year. Lost by 25 points, I think it was. We just lose to Hawthorn every year. It's awful. We haven't beaten them since 2019. So yeah, we really do need to capitalise on playing Hawthorn next year. But yeah, good to see Brandon Ryan getting a goal against his old side in the Hawkers there, playing his first game. But yeah, not much great inspiring footy was played in that match. Didn't watch a lot of it too because I had my own footy that day as I played my club game that day. But yeah, not much really to say about this one. Just another poor loss, and good thing I didn't get my hopes high for that one. Round 12 we obviously had the bye, then that led into a round 13 clash with the Western Bulldogs, which I had absolutely zero hope for. And this, little did I know, this would be the start of a 9-game winning streak. But yeah, we got over the line by 43 or 1 points in the end over the Western Bulldogs. I didn't watch any of that game as I was flying into Singapore when I was on my holiday there. But I didn't watch any of that game. But I was pretty happy to see that we won in the end, but I had zero confidence coming into this game, so I just tipped the Bulldogs, and I thought they would just trounce on our shitty play this year, and yeah, I thought it was all over pretty much. Then around 14 at the Gabba, we played St Kilda, where we played a pretty good style of footy. We pretty much dominated the Saints up until about 3/4 time, when the Saints came back and nearly made me shit my pants, and I thought we were going to choke yet again, but we didn't. We pulled back through and kicked a couple of goals late, and we won in the end. So yeah, that was good to see, getting another confidence boosting win at the Gabba. Then a week later, round 15, probably the realisation point that everyone that thought Brisbane was back on here, where we beat Port Adelaide by 79 points at the Adelaide Oval. I did not think that was probably the last thing I had thought that would happen in that game. But yep, happy we did that. I thought we'd win. I thought we'd get over the line. Just originally, just because we were starting to come back in our season. But yeah, we ended up absolutely thumping them, and Port did not come to play at all. So yeah, good win to come into that game. Round 16 was probably one of the worst quality games of football I've ever watched. 11 goals, 20. A disgraceful kicking effort from our side, and Melbourne, they were running away with it up to half-time. They got to a game-high 30-something points. But we came and clawed back, and then Hugh McCluggage, of course, kicked that insane goal off that controversial insufficient intent call off Neil Bullen. Good to see him kick that goal, and I was so excited that night. And yeah, I think I nearly cried of that win. But yeah, good win to keep our winning streak going, and yeah, nice win at the Gabba, and clean sweeping Melbourne this season. So yeah, that was really good to see. And the following week against Adelaide at the Gabba, I attended this one. Not really much to say, just keeping it another win to 5 in a row to our streak. 11-point win over the Crows. We just led the entire game and did not let the Crows do much. But yeah, they fought back in the end and gave up a bit of a fight. But in the end, it was quite too easy for the Brisbane Lions in that one. Round 18, we faced the Eagles to secure a 13-point win at Optus Stadium there. Coming into this game, I thought it was going to be a piss easy. We were going to win by 60 plus. But then Adam Simpson retired, the ex-Eagles coach, and I knew that the Eagles wanted to put one last big fight up for him. But they did. I thought we were going to lose in that one, and then we were able to, hang on and solidify. Lockie Neal was absolutely unreal with 35 something disposals and 2 goals. An absolutely class performance from him. Great game that was, and we ended up winning by 13 points in a high-scoring game, so that was good to see. Keep rolling in with our win streaks, but so yeah. Now, round 19, the biggest test of our season, we versed Sydney at the Gabba, got up by 2 points. Yeah, it was really tough because Sydney were the benchmark all year, the team to beat. No team could really get past them until this point. But so yeah, won by 2 points in the end. Sydney were running away with it up till at three-quarter time where they led by 15 or so. But we ended up clawing back, and Calamar Chi kicking another clutch goal, and Hugh McCluggage was absolutely brilliant in that game. But yeah, won the huge test, and and everyone knew we were coming. In round 20, we faced the Suns at People First Stadium, where the year prior we got absolutely thumped by 41 points in that game against Gold Coast in the year prior. And coming into this game, Brisbane didn't have a backline. Eric Hipwood was put back there. Harris Andrews was concussed from the game before, I'm pretty sure, and Jack Payne was out, and all these key Brisbane defenders. And yeah, we really had to throw some odd names back, like Eric Hipwood, and yeah. But luckily in the end, we got a pretty simple win over them in the end, and we played a brilliant brand of footy. So yeah, to keep our win streak up and going to 8 in a row. Absolutely brilliant that was, 8 in a row. And then round 21, we versed St Kilda at Marvel Stadium. It was very, very easy in the end when we got up by 85 points. But I did not think we would actually win by that much. People would think St Kilda would actually win and end our streak as a huge upset, but luckily for us it didn't, and we extended the win streak to 9 games in a row. Yeah, this game was put to bed at halftime pretty much. It was closer towards quarter time, sorry. But we were able to absolutely capitalise on the Saints, and yeah, they weren't able to get the footy much, so yeah. And the next week, we versed GWS at the Gabba. Looked like we were going to scalpel 10 in a row at quarter time when we were 31-1. Giants clawed back due to awful inaccuracies, kicking 8 goals, 16, and they ended up winning by 18 points in the end. So props to the Giants in that game. Darcy Jones absolutely brilliant with 2 or 3 goals, I think it was. But it wasn't great for our Brisbane Lions as we were nearing the end of the season, and that really dented our top 2 chances. The following week, we were now pretty much ineligible for the top 2 spot, and even top 4. But we lost 1 point to the Pies at the MCG. Once again, inaccuracies, we definitely were much better than the week prior, but yeah, still not great. Ashcroft from missing pretty much point blank. Cam Rayner, 2 point blank misses, and yeah, it was pretty bad, and we should have sealed the game way before Collingwood could even try and get a grasp on us and come back. But luckily for them, we were pretty shit and weren't able to capitalise. So yeah, and then Collingwood did their amazing comeback by McCreary kicking the winning goal and seeing by 1 point and pretty much ruining our top 4 chances. But so yeah, and then round 24, last round of the home and away season, we beat Essendon by 20 points. Another disgusting inaccuracy, 11 goals, 21. It was absolutely shocking to see, especially going into finals where we needed some hot form to even think about winning the Premiership there. But ended up getting up by 20 points in the end. Scoreboard looks different. Looks like we only won by 1 goal, but we ended up winning by 20 because of how inaccurate we were. But so yeah, now we're here. Now the finals, and yeah, this is the point of the season where we needed to play our best footy, as we were going to have to win 4 games in a row to win the Premiership. 3 on the road. But yeah, in the first week of finals, we versed Carlton at the Gabba, and this game was over at quarter time, pretty much 60-0. Disgraceful effort from the Blues there, and probably arguably one of the best brands of footy we played all year. But it was good to see. It was good to see us get up in there and just progress into a day with the Giants at NG Stadium. Week 2 of the finals, our Premiership race ended there, or did it? Absolute Jesus miracle happened, where the Brisbane Lions go over by 5 points against the Giants after trailing by 44 points. Yes, you heard me right, 44 points to secure the win. It was 80-36 at one point, and then Joe Danaher kicking the last 2 goals to seal the win was absolutely amazing. But we just put our foot down and kicked 5 or 6 goals in a row in the last 5 minutes of the 3rd quarter. We were just like, nah boys, we're doing this. So we ended up doing it, and wow, we're now in a prelim. This preliminary final berth against the Cats was arguably going to be one of the most important games of the year to win. More important than the grand final, because this game was going to be absolute tough shit to beat. Geelong at the MCG on a preliminary final. Geelong absolutely destroyed us in the 2022 preliminary final, so they definitely had the wood on us in the season in the prior seasons and in the final histories. But earlier this year, as earlier in the video, I stated that the Geelong Cats beat us at the Gabba earlier this year. It wasn't by much, but still beat us, and they had the wood over us in that year. We defied every single odd and believed, and we were in the grand final by 10 points. We played our best brand of footy all year, and now we're locked in for a grand final berth at the mighty MCG. And now we're here, the pinnacle of the season, the grand final against the Brisbane Lions and the Sydney Swans. What a game this will be. What a game. Not a very good game. But the Brisbane Lions were the premiers. They defied absolutely everything from being 0-3, and being 2-5 after round 11, sitting 13th place. What an absolute year it was for the Brisbane Lions. They pretty much pulled a Western Bulldogs from the 2016 season. I just cannot believe it. I'm so happy as a Lions fan. It would have been so much better if it was a close one in the grand final. It would have felt a lot better winning the flag, but we did it. Either win's a win, either way. So that was really good to see from our Brisbane Lions. Get the job done and prove all the doubters wrong. So yeah, that was the story of how the Brisbane Lions defied absolutely everything in season 2024. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. Trying to get to 50 subscribers by the end of the year would be a great goal for me. Currently sitting at 37 subscribers at the time of filming this video. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. More videos coming out soon. My BBL 14 predictions should be out soon, within the next couple weeks. I've had so many other video ideas and stuff before that. But yeah, it should be coming out real soon. But anyway guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you in the next one.